Alright, hey everybody, this is Tanner with Everyday Thread. I'm going to show off a new game from the very beginning of Deus Ex, Human Revolution, Director's Cut. This is on Wii U, and I'm going to try to show it off, with the gamepad. I don't know how it's going to really look, but we'll see once the game gets going here.
Is everything in place?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed for our recall.
And the clinics?
We control most of it. They will do as we say.
I still think we should wait for the referendum.
We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board convenes next month.
But the mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive that given more time...
No. By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand.
The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif willed it. Besides, we can do nothing until our biochip is ready.
I thought you said you were close.
Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look.
And in Washington tonight, crowds continue to gather in front of the Capitol. Most are demanding that Congress severely restrict efforts to alter the human body's abilities. This in response to claims made by biotechnology expert David Sarif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all. Sarif Industries researchers are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live.
With all due respect, Major, I'll expect 2 security details waiting for us on the tarmac. No, we won't be going through the terminal. It's too exposed. Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
Something wrong?
No, not for me, it isn't. But you keep pulling on that necklace, Dr. Reed, and you're gonna break it. Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
So, what's the problem?
They'll want to know how I found it.
Megan, we're leaving for DC and... Adam, you're there. Good, good.
You need something, boss?
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave. You and your team ready to go, Megan?
Almost, David. We're just rechecking data.
Well, make it snappy. We have to actually be in Washington before you can dazzle all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
I hate it when he does that. Come on, I'll walk you part way.
Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
What did you mean back there, Meg? About how you found it?
Nothing. It's just my nerves talking.
There's something I should know. About this place, about Sarif.
Megan!
Hold on.
We're still getting biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Okay. But the increased neuropeptides coming from the PDOT cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right. I'll double-check that.
I can't believe you were asking about David. You've been here long enough to know... Eric! You wouldn't be avoiding me, would you?
I wouldn't dream of it, Dr. Reed. I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
Too many peptides?
I'm thinking the glial tissue breakdown we noticed after splicing in the repressive protein might be the cause. If we had a better cytometer...
We might get a more accurate reading in terms of theory. I'll ask David to consider it.
Well, if he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another cappuccino maker.
You overthink everything, Adam. The work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Yeah, except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
You're doing
It's
good.
not all
Just another hour to go.
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Damn it!
Watch it, Eddie. Those boxes are worth more than your salary.
Sorry.
Nia, you almost ready?
For Washington? Huh.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made progress on the Typhoon.
Yes, thanks to Vasily, actually.
As I was saying, sir, the Typhoon uses a modified combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design using shaped microcharges to propel the steel balls.
And the backblast problem?
Solved through kinetic bleeders in the augment. Here, watch. Go ahead.
Impressive. How soon till it's ready?
I'm afraid I have to run, but Vasily has all the details, General.
Of course.
We still have some work to do to improve the Typhoon.
You're right. The teacher would just love having one of those things.
You're missing the point. Defense contracts keep us afloat, but neural augmentations that make you think faster, react quicker, they can really improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
Yeah, he is a talker.
He's a good man. Admit it, Adam. A part of you likes him.
I like everyone, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, right.
How far are you going?
Diane's office. I forgot to leave her a key so she can walk Kubrick. He's gotten big, you know. Keeps knocking over all my plants.
Did you destroy that vase yet?
I moved it. And I fenced in the yard. Like you always said you were going to.
Yeah, never got around to that. Sorry.
Me too. About a lot of things. Adam, there's something
Good evening.
Pritchard.
So, are we all ready for the trip?
There's Farida. I'd better hurry. See you at the helipad, Adam.
Sure.
Did I interrupt something, Jensen?
You fixed that firewall yet?
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find the loophole and plug it.
Then did you plug it?
Yes, I did. Want to know how? Oh, wait, I forgot. Ex-cop. I doubt you'd understand.
Ex-SWAT, and you'd be surprised. Sarif has to see you too.
Athena. She wants me to show her how to track our scientist-implanted locator devices. In case your security plans in Washington don't measure up.
They will.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you both. Go right in, Adam. He's waiting.
This is the newest in encrypted GPL trackers, Athena. It transmits data to our dedicated satellites every 10 feet.
I don't care what it takes. I want you, Darrow, in Washington, by my side.
The man doesn't jump for anyone. He's a Nobel Prize winner.
Senators love this guy, Lyle. The hearings will go much smoother with him there. Big day for us tomorrow. Everything in place?
Yes, sir. Capitol Police will escort us to the Hill, and then Federal Protection Services takes over.
Good, good. How's our girl holding up?
She's nervous.
All she has to do is show him her research. She explain it to you?
Not really into the whole science thing, boss.
It's incredible. All those purists out there accusing us of tampering with the natural order, when all Megan's done is figure out how to unlock the potential that exists within our own DNA. It's safer and easier than anything you, Darrow, ever did.
Environmental malfunction. Laboratory subsection 6. All lab chiefs, please report in.
We better not take any chances. Not tonight. Use my elevator to get down there. You know the code?
Yeah, 0451.
Let me know what you find. Athena, get someone to shut off the damn racket.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so sorry I wasn't talking through that. I just kind of wanted to absorb that opening and just kind of let you guys do that too. I think it's a pretty cool intro. And I also was going to say I like voice actor for Seraph there, David Seraph, I think he does a good job. And also the music in this game is really good.
Where's Megan? She report in yet?
Her GPL implant shows her moving through the microcam labs. I think she's running.
Damn it. Must have been a serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding. There's interference coming from somewhere. Find out what's happening, Jensen. Hurry!
Pritchard? Pritchard!
So yeah, I'm using the gamepad on the Wii U, but as of right now, it's just displaying the name of the game because I'm just a normal guy. I don't have any of my augments or anything. This version is supposed to have better lighting, is what I heard, as far as the director's cut version. It also, I think, integrates the DLC into the story instead of it being kind of a side thing. So if anybody's familiar with like the original Deus Ex games, you'll remember that there's a lot of stuff like this you can do, like sneaking around, going through vents. As this game starts to go on and open up, you get augmentations for hacking and for doing certain things, so you can kind of play the way you want. Also, this game has a cover mechanic, so you can switch cover like so. You can kind of like hop around cover. It's all on a trigger. I think this is the first group of enemies we see. You can crouch. Like later on, I'd be able to go like invisible, see through walls. Control robots, cameras. Become invincible. Like, oh, they saw me. I mean, you can be sneaky too and sneak by all this. I blew it already.
You're a dead man!
Let's see if I can pull this off. I don't remember this one. That's right, I don't have that. I don't have the punch ability yet. Embarrassing. But, so what I could have done, and I forgot I didn't have it, is you can like melee people. And you can choose to either kill them or just like knock them out and be... You know, so you could, I don't know if you get any extra points for doing it. Actually, you know, you do. If you do it the knockout way and don't kill him, I think you get points for mercy. Experience in that, you know, you level up in this game. One thing I remember on the original, at least, is the really long load times. That wasn't as bad as I remembered it being. But also, the controls are a little weird in this game. Sprint is like my left bumper. But well, him shooting over the crate wasn't what I wanted to do, and I feel like that messed me up. Sorry for the loads right away. I swear I've beaten this game multiple times, and I'm not bad. Just getting used to the... it's been a year since I played it, though. And also, I really didn't mean to shoot over the cover like that, so... Blaming it on that. Also, I forgot how fast you die in this game. I remember when it first came out, getting it, I remember that was a thing. I remember it was in this opening part, and I remember thinking, it's a little bit tough. Also, in this game, it's got kind of like a Resident Evil 4. Let's see if I can show it off. I'm not augmented, so I can't show that off either. But it's got an inventory system similar to like that of Resident Evil 4, where it's like slots. You know, certain items take up a certain amount of slots. Jeez, I'm trying to remember all these buttons. I'm trying to remember how to reload. Okay, reload is that. Flies. Let's crouch. It is cool though that you can just kind of blind fire from cover though, because you'll get kills like that. But I also just really like it when you can do that in games. Gears of War, you can do that. Also, I don't think the graphics in this game are bad. Some of the people look a little funny, and the lips don't always match 100% with what they're saying. But it's got a cool aesthetic, definitely. Trying to remember how to put my gun away. Actually, that done it. So yeah, there's also things like poisonous gas, and you can increase your like get better lungs, so to speak, so you can stand gas. Because there's certain areas where it's kind of locked behind things like that. Like I knew that was gonna happen. Promise we will make it out of the intro part. Also, another weird thing is that clicking the right stick is to aim down the sights. You can change the controls around a bit, so I'm sure you can probably change that. It's just the default, and as the game goes, I mean, I think it's a little weird at first, you know, it's especially for a shooter. So that guy's gonna get choked out.
probe shows the bullet caused severe hematoma.
So now on the gamepad, you're gonna see stuff coming on here, which is pretty cool.
God, thick as a glass.
Haven't you lost enough people today?
Sorry.
For a second.
His body can take it.
Miraculous.
Been rebuilt. But yeah, as you saw on the gamepad, all the little icons started showing up as they're working on that part of my body, and now when the game starts, I'm gonna have all those tools down there to mess with. And I know it doesn't look exactly right, but I don't have like a capture device for the gamepad, so just gonna have to deal. I'm gonna turn this off though.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
Why is David keeping
You can choose to have the radar up on the screen, but I believe by default on this Wii U version, it's down on the gamepad.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is.
He's kind of like your buddy throughout the whole game. That
of
helps you with
course,
stuff.
it might.
You have like a love-hate relationship, I guess.
Left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
Yeah, so I forgot you can kind kind of have some choice in this game.
Lucky for you, I'm gonna ignore that comment. We're done here.
And it does change the outcome of stuff. Some of it kind of drastically, so you want to play your way for sure. But just be aware that what you're choosing can change things. I think it can open and get rid of missions and
Adam,
kind of
how close are you to the
break
helipad?
relationships
Almost
and things
there.
like that too.
Good. Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
This girl's cool. She's
Welcome
like
back,
your pilot.
Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you... 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Only one way to find out.
Roger that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Sarif wants you to go in first. Are you all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
So there are different cities in this game. I think there's 2 major ones, but then there's other areas that you go to. Like this first place we're going to is kind of its own little map. And she will take you there. Like you can talk to her when you're ready to go on missions, and she'll go there. It's usually story based though. I don't think you're ever going to a city unless
I told Farida to put us down on the roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right, so how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
So yeah, there are opportunities like this where you get choices, like in this case, like how do you want to just, go about it. Can't remember what I usually do. I think I've played through both ways.
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay, but just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways, but the labs themselves are pretty open. High ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance, or up close?
So it'll tell you right there what you're gonna get.
Give me something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
But yeah, he had gotten so jacked up that his whole body was just redone. He was like, other than his face, just about everything is now augmented after that accident in the beginning. So yeah, this is the first little like area. I think right off the bat you can choose to go. I might have to talk to these guys first, but I think there's, you know, like typical Deus Ex games, you have choice in like where you go or kind of how you tackle situations. So you can definitely, maybe not right here per se, but there's, you know, areas where you can sneak around and do stuff. There's a lot of like shuffling through cabinets and things like that to pick up your inventory and items and health and stuff like that.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. What the hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
And there is fall damage in this game, so you want to make sure you don't just like leap off of the edges. There is a pretty cool augmentation that you can get for that though, where it just basically puts you in like a bubble and like you kind of just like float down, I think, to the ground.
Everything seems under control. No sign of swelling.
Okay, now that the game is opened up a bit more, let me see if I can remember. So as you see on the gamepad, I have my different icons. So I would tap this gun over here to bring up my inventory, and this is what I was talking about. It's like a Resident Evil 4 style inventory. And I think I can put stuff in a... let's see, how do I... And you can, you know, you'll make noise and stuff, so you want to be careful about like noise you're making, things like that. Shadows, lighting, that kind of stuff is part of the game too. So right here, you can see I can kill this guy or I can just knock him out. We'll be merciful. Let him live another day. I think it's true. I think if I would have just killed him, I would not have gotten as much experience. And you can get ammo for guns that you don't have because you can always find those guns later.
Yo, someone there?
So see, that guy probably heard me.
I heard that.
I really
Stop messing around.
need to figure out the buttons.
I think it came from around here.
I can climb, I just don't remember how to put my, maybe it's the D-pad. No.
Hearing things. I heard that. Come out.
Okay, so pushing and holding A is my... inventory.
Hearing things, seeing things. Man, I gotta lay off the hard stuff. Yo, someone there?
How do I put my gun away? God. No, it's apparently none of the buttons. Oh, it was apparently that. I don't know what I did. Okay.
Yo, someone there?
I still can't climb this for some reason. I'm supposed to be able to, I thought, but we'll let it go. But I can't pick up this guy's gun. You can search bodies. It kind of throws all that stuff down on the gamepad screen, you can see. So this guy's holding a credit chip and an energy bar. I apologize, I know that doesn't look that clean on that gamepad screen.
Who's over there?
Oh, jeez, I forgot the buttons. I was like jumping in front of his face. alerted him though. Let's see. I'll take the ammo, take the gun. Switch to our pistol over here.
Come get some.
Did I take a bullet to the face? He did. I think he did. Wasn't really trying to go all loud, you know, but we're here now, so. And you can drag bodies because, you know, like Hitman, Metal Gear style, you know, you don't want to get found. Again, I already ruined this, but if I had say knocked this guy out, I would have moved him if no one else had seen me. That way I don't like give away my position and all that. I could have also been sneaky and kind of gone underneath this catwalk there. You can climb railings. I don't know why he's not grabbing them. You could also like pick up boxes and throw them to like, because that would cause noise, which would cause a distraction. Things like that. So.
Richard, I'm in. The door worked just fine.
I'm happy for you. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
So I probably can't do much with this. Sometimes these computers will tell you codes for doors or lockers, or there'll be like mission-based things within it. Also, you can use the computer sometimes to hack cameras or robots, make them yours, them under your control. So the one thing that is weird about this Wii U version is that when I go to zoom, it shows it on the gamepad, which I really don't like. That's like the one beef I have with this version. And you can't switch it. Like, there's not a way that I have found to tell it to just put that up on the screen. I mean, everything else with the controller makes sense, but that part kind of boggles me a little bit. Oh, again, I'm jumping instead of punching, and that uses energy when I do stuff like that. I guess we can do this. What? The shotgun to the knee didn't do nothing to that guy. Alright, well, he's definitely getting the shotgun. This time to the face. It's also kind of cool because on these loading screens, it kind of tells you what's been going on. So if you need to get caught up on the story, you can. Also kind of lets you know like what act or what chapter of the game you're on. But like I was saying earlier, load times are a bit long. On the PC, of course, they're better, but
Richard, I'm in.
The Wii U version, they're just whatever.
I'm happy for you. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the
alright, so let's try this again.
assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
That guy probably is gonna get seen though. Yeah, he's alarmed. Might be able to shoot this guy, get away with it, but oh, I didn't realize there was 3 guys. Where's that shotgun? Oh, no way. How did that shotgun not kill him? Also, as you can see, you have like, it doesn't take much for you to die in this game. That's for sure. That's why when I was playing the opening, I remember talking to people when it came out, and they were like, "Is that pretty tough?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's you know, you die in just a couple shots." So can though increase your health. I'll show like the get off right now. So
Richard,
on the
I'm in.
pad,
The
you
door.
tap. So you have your augments here. I know it's a little hard to see. Apologize. But let me see. Yeah, you have stuff for your eyes, your backs, your skin, your legs. So I could kind of increase my armor. There's different levels for certain things. So, but there's some pretty cool stuff you can get. Like increase things you can pick up, your carrying capacity, typical RPG type stuff.
I'm happy for you. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs.
You know what, fuck.
There's an elevator just past
Oh,
the
damn, I'm
assembly
jumping
lab
because
that
I'm
will
not
take
used
you
to the
to it.
controls. Anyway, he's dead.
Got it.
And I do have that grenade, so let me bust that out. Oh, I did not mean to bring the shotgun out. Shotgun's failed me twice. Wasn't pulling its weight. Luckily though, with these guys, I mean, if you get headshots and stuff, like, you're killing them in one hit too though, so it's not like it's unfair. And again, blind fire. He was kind of shooting at me over here, so that's another thing is, you know, you can lose people. They'll think you're somewhere else if you kind of slip away during the fight. Oh, I don't have anything for the shotgun. Well, that means I'm gonna have to see if one of these guys has ammo. That was a good move on his part with the stun grenade. Oh, I got one round. Kidding me. And it did. I also forgot, but you have pills. Like, you can, like, I have painkillers to get my health up. But you can also get stuff later on, like actual health packs. Let's see if this guy is. So you can see on the gamepad there, I have my mini map, so I'm pretty much just looking for this guy's. I didn't kill him, just knocked him out. But I mean, you could always be that guy and just, you know, kill him afterwards. You don't get rated per se in this game, like, you know, you got points for being a ghost or for not killing people, but you do get experience. And if you play real aggressive or just kill everybody, I don't think you're getting as much points in the end as you would if you didn't do that, you know.
You over there? No one knows. Where you hiding, asshole?
So they know where I'm at. Try to be a little stealthy here.
He's gone. Let's see him come back.
Again, it's really weird that the gamepad is the scope. Really don't like that, but
Something over there? No one down there.
this guy behind the
I'll
bush.
be waiting, yo.
Ah, no. Yeah. Also, your hands will kind of shake, like I was shaking there, and I think you can. There's pills, I think, that will stop that from happening. Also, very Metal Gear Solid style. There's actually a good amount of things in this game that do remind me of Metal Gear Solid, and it's not a bad thing. Because I mean, that game was great, and there's just certain elements I think that are have some similarities, but I don't know how much, you know, we're going on 45 minutes. I probably won't play a lot of this game, but let's see if I can just get through this opening act here.
I'll be waiting for you, asshole! Keep running, asshole! Where you going?
And you can see my health is slowly like increasing. Top left corner there. I need this guy's gun. Move his body out the way. He doesn't have a gun. And you can, there's shops and stuff so you can sell, like you can pick up extra guns, sell them. Just got some beer or some whiskey. Gives me some health, but it does make me a little buzz, so screen gets messed up. You have like an apartment you end up going to.
My override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocol.
There's also hacking in this game.
Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
I'm trying to go over to the hack thing. Oh, there. Okay. Let me see, I'm just going to try to show this off for you guys so you can see it. So this is the gamepad. And you always have to end up going to the green area.
Access granted.
Bam. So while I have the gamepad up, yeah, you can see here you got your inventory. And like I was saying, it's got that Metal Gear, Resident Evil 4 style system. This can expand and get bigger. You've got your augmentations, and I don't think I have any right now. I have 0 points for that. You got your map. It's like a simple 2D style map. I think in this one though is cool because you can draw on it and do stuff. So if you wanted to, you could say, I'm not really sure exactly, but I guess you can kind of be like, hey, there's something of note over here. I don't know, what am I doing? What else is there? Your missions, and then info logs. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's get back to it. I think this has to... That must be decontaminated.
Jesus Christ, you killed him, man!
Alright, gonna try not to botch this.
Kept calling me a biggie. No way, no way! I am not going to prison for this! Hate to tell you this, Trev, but once that bomb goes off, this guy won't be the last skinner in here who buys it. Shut up, J-Bro. Trevor, you gotta calm down. Help me find something to cover him up with. I'm telling you, man, these handle lovers deserve what's coming to them.
Oh, yep, he's gonna see him. I knew it. Damn it. Which means he's gonna wake him up. not that great at being sneaky, but we're learning today.
I see you, Chrome. Don't lose him.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm gonna run out of ammo. This guy has a gun or some ammo for me. That gun, give me that gun. Chrome? Calling me Chrome because I'm modified?
You like that?
So right now, since it's the beginning of the game, you know, I'm just using pistols mainly, but you do get some pretty cool weapons, like a really cool shotgun, like a chain gun, sniper rifles, different types. There's like a submachine gun, a combat rifle. Then there's like throwable stuff, so you have grenades, proximity mines, gas grenades, EMPs, concussion grenades, so it doesn't kill them, it just knocks them out. You have frag. Oh, there's also security cameras that will spot you and reveal you, just like in the original. See, if I could carry heavier stuff, I could also pick this up and kind of move it as cover with me, but I don't have that. This also might be an opportunity to where I can sneak around. Might not be though. I think I might have to go through this area. But after the kind of tutorial area, this is like the first little tutorial mission area. Once you get through this though, the game does open up more. And you can play like the whole game kind of sneakily if you wanted to. So let's see. So I think the camera would, let's see, if the camera sees the body, I think it alerts. Maybe not, I don't remember. I guess not, okay. Well, that's fine with me, I'll take it. Go for this guy's body. So you can see the lines though of the camera, so as long as you're, like in this case, ducking under it, you're good. There are also things like, I'm sure there's some side stuff in here maybe. Oh, shoot, there's people in this room. Oh, hello. Oh, of course the shotgun has nothing in it and this guy's rushing me. Oh, do not move, do not move, do my... Oh, jeez. That's close. On blind fire. Nice, alright. I interrupted their meeting.
Back now to that breaking news coming out of Detroit. Police are still not saying much about the situation, but
So you can see in the gamepad, picking up stuff off of them. One thing I grabbed, see if I know where to find it. You'll get like these pocket secretaries, as you can see in the gamepad, that kind of show you. In this case, they didn't really give me anything, but a lot of times they will tell you codes or things like that to kind of get into certain areas or whatever. Also, I'm not going the right way. Where do I need to go? Wait, that was the right way. Okay, there's just a switch. So I don't have the code, so we'll have to hack it. It should be this over here. and you have a certain amount of attempts to, and these get pretty tough for sure. The hacking minigame is pretty involved. Like you can see right now, it's just I don't have all the extra stuff, but as the game goes, you can get like viruses and things like that to kind of stop. Oh shoot, I'm gonna go the wrong way. There's also, you can see the lines, or maybe you can't see it because I don't have it blown up on the screen, but later on you'll get abilities to like nuke things or kind of stop the trace in its tracks, do things like that. Must be cleansed. I think also normally your radar would be in the top right corner. But it's just not.
What's he looking for? Proof that these fuckers are lying to us, I guess. Just like Zeke said.
I hope Zeke knows what he's doing.
Me too, man.
We all knew I was gonna get caught at some point anyway, so we might as well just beat them to the punch. Sometimes there's like explosive barrels or gas barrels, things like that you can shoot. I'm not seeing any right now. So. Oh, someone snuck up on me. I got flanked from my left side over there. I want to see this opening mission through, and then maybe go back to Chicago, the first hub city you go to, and then I'll probably call the video kaput. But I would definitely recommend this game. I mean, you can get it. This version was around $30 to collect it, but you can get it, I mean, digitally on Steam, like I don't know, probably around $5 or so. And if it's not that price now, I mean, it's always going on sale. And the sequel was actually really good too. I would recommend that one too. It does have some clunk to it. I mean, some people, I don't know, it plays okay. I know for some people it's a little rough, and maybe some people don't feel like it holds up too well, but I still feel like it's not bad. Definitely played worse. But I feel like the variety and just the way you approach things and the guns and the abilities and augments you have and the music and the story and the setting, like I think it's all comes together and it's pretty well done. It's actually a fun game to play. Oh, this guy's gonna get me again because I forgot about him. What's up, El Hijo? Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'm not making this game look bad. So yeah, there's a cover mechanic. You can kind of swap between cover. Alright, so now we're going into... I think we're going to go see that guy we're chasing after. So I just picked up a point, so that's what you would use to like upgrade your guy. So I would go into the inventory here, and then you can see I only have 1 point, but doesn't really give me a lot to do, but so you can see this costs 2, but you can do stuff like you can look through walls. This is like so you can land from high distances. You can go invisible. You get like armor that like coats your skin. There's certain things for like jumping and running. You can make it so that you move silently. Even stuff with like your aiming. How much you can lift will increase. You can even break through walls, like punch through walls. And some of the stuff too will get you into like side secret little areas. I really don't have enough for anything right now, but and I believe you can also play this game like a New Game Plus, so it's fun when you beat it just to kind of go through it again, but have all your stuff, you know. And then at that point, you can really just like have fun and like just be kind of wild with it. So this is another thing for the hacking. It's a nuke virus, so things like that you'll pick up that will help you in those hacking mini games. So I can also like even shoot out this camera if I wanted to. Oh shoot. So I think it can. I don't know what flashed and blinded me, but I was gonna say I think you can shoot through that box, that wooden box, because some of the environment is destructible too. Like I think that crate would have broken, so he might have shot me through it. I think that's what happened, but until it's broken, I mean, you can use it definitely as cover. Alright, let's try it again. I'm not really going to have enough firepower to take out that gun at the end, so I don't think I'm going to even bother. See, if I had a better... I could probably hack this. So I don't have a code. Sometimes from those like pocket secretaries, you could find codes for these kinds of things. But in this case, I'm just going to hack it again, and I'll put it on the screen so you can see it better this time. So you can see you always have to get to the end there. You can zoom out. And you can kind of reinforce, so if you get caught, so I didn't get caught right there. But you can go and kind of fortify like a little node, they call it. And that way it's going to take longer for them to trace you. So that wasn't that bad. But some of them get pretty complicated. Then you can see here on the screen I have like options to where I can turn off the camera. So right now I just disabled it. I don't have enough of a increased like skill to do the other stuff, like hack the robot or anything, but if that's kind of how you wanted to play the game and do that, you could definitely just throw your points into it and go that way. I did shut that off though, so at least that, but you can see here this thing's... So I can pick this up though and kind of move with it. Where are you at? Oh, it's good. Yep. I think it's on my feet though when I picked it up. Then it done shot me. It shot me up good. So for that, I think I just need to run past it. I really don't even, I think, need to bother with the camera because that thing's seeing me anyway. And I don't have an EMP grenade to, you know, disable it. Alright, try it again. Third time? Is this the third time? I don't even know. I was say third time's a charm, but this might not be the third time. I guess not. This isn't a serious playthrough, but I guess I'll pick up the stuff again. I don't need to bother with that camera. I don't know what is doing that, blinding me. If I could carry more weight, I could also kind of like pick this thing up and then chuck it. Or reposition it or something like that. But see, I probably could have also snuck around. I'm sure that this is coming from an area I could have snuck around, but I didn't do that. But that's what I was kind of saying about options in this game. Like you could do that kind of stuff if you wanted to.
Step away from the console. Now!
Help me!
Son of a bitch. Pritchard, you still there?
Where else would I be?
Patch me to Seraph, now.
Adam, it's David. You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about there being something more behind this. Because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Don't touch... Can I touch his
about
energy
Sanders?
bars?
SWAT's pressure me
I'm
to let
taking
them
them.
off the leash. Find them before they do, and deal with them.
So I'm picking up a lot of combat rifle ammo, but unfortunately I don't have a combat rifle. Right, yeah, I don't. And that is, I think, I prefer it over this SMG that I'm holding right now. Oh, shit. My bad. You do have a limited sprint, like you can see when I run up there, a little kind of gauge comes up. And you can manually put your guns away because, like, when you're in the city and stuff, like, people will treat you differently sometimes if you have your guns out. I think it can also just get you in trouble too if you're running around like that in like public and stuff. So again, as far as the story goes, like, I am kind of like a head of security, like a special agent working for Seraph Industries, and this facility of ours has been under attack, and so I'm being sent in before the SWAT team and the police just to try to like get to it first. And that's kind of what I was walking over there, was you could see them fighting it out while I'm inside doing my thing here. Don't wake him up. Ah.
Moving in.
There's a way, I think, to pick up everything, or at least there was in the other versions, but I don't know how to do it in the Wii U one. I think because it would want you to like touch down here and grab them, but go the wrong way? Maybe not. I don't think so. Okay. Oops, did not mean to do that. Oh, can I pick that up? That was like a remote charge. I could throw like that down and then blow it up. But I was just trying to put my gun away.
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look! Serif's attack dog. You're here to clean up before the police bust in? He thinks we're breaking the law. Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Back off, Hanson. I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is here, but I gotta check things out. So me and La Vieja, we're leaving.
So this game is cool too because there's situations like this, like I was saying earlier about like picking what you say to people. This is a situation where it's like very drastic. You know, I can get this girl killed, or another different ways it could play out. I think I've got both the good and the bad endings, and there's kind of like a middle ground. But fight it, not a chance. It sounds now.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser. I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right. I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady's my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with AUGs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
You're doing better than you think. You're still standing, and that's more than the hacker was expecting. You said you're a vet, so I know you've got the balls to handle this. You don't need the civilian to get you out of here.
You got a good point there. But still, I've got to exploit my advantage. And as long as I hold on to this lady here, you and the cops will be way too scared to come near me. Face it, you got outmaneuvered.
The cops will be looking after civilians. They're too busy to worry about you. But if something happens to her, you will get their attention. Their priorities will shift, and all you'll accomplish is getting yourself killed.
I know all that, damn it. One of your kind tricked my brother into manipulating me. And I have to make sure that they get what all can openers deserve. I'm not wasting any more of my time arguing with you. Out of my way, freak.
So I don't think I'm not doing great. Like, as far as you can tell how things are going. I think if I was doing better, he would have given her up already, maybe.
Listen, the hacker's plan was for
go with that
you
one.
to die. He knew there would be civilians here tonight. He thought of everything. He used your brother because he knew you would trust him. That's how well he knows you. He expected you to take a hostage, just like he knew the cops would kill you for it.
You're right. Damn! You know, he even asked me once about hostages. I told him I would if I had to. I thought I had to here, but I can't afford you, can I? Go on, get out of here. You're free to go.
All right,
I did what
you
wanted. So let me go. I got Blade here too, I see.
I've got as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you do, Cabron.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll owe you one. But I promise you this, someone's gonna pay.
Adam! Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is gone, boss. But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
What about the hostages? Shouldn't I?
There's nothing you can do, son. So I couldn't save them.
So I think I could have maybe also stopped him. I don't remember. But I got the hostage to get out of there. I'm not sure how he ran right past these guards that were right outside. But like I said, you can totally screw that up and not save her.
Not quite what you signed up for, is it, Jensen?
Excuse me?
Sneaking into your own factory to hide stuff while the boss holds the cops at bay? Don't get me wrong, I love Mr. Seraph. I just hate it when contracts become more important than people. I thought you did too.
I do. But things don't always go according to plan, Malik. I did what I could.
I'm sure you did. You ready to go?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
So even though, like I was saying earlier, like the lips don't always match up 100%, and it's not like the best looking game, I do also really love the dialogue between the characters and stuff. I do feel like that seems pretty genuine and well written. A lot of times I like just listening to it because I can feel for kind of what they're saying, because this game does get pretty heavy with the themes of like social class and like human rights and things like that. So, you know, there's definitely like some truth and some kind of interesting like what ifs at play with the story. And I think Jensen's a cool character, even though he maybe seems like he's kind of like a wall. So now we're going back to Chicago, which is the first city you go to. Well, we're actually going back to Seraph Industries first, but it's located in Chicago. I think we're going to leave the building, and then that's when we're going to go hit the streets.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel, being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine.
By talking to her right
Ask
now, like
away.
what I'm doing, this is opening up a side mission. Or wait, let me see. I'll let it go for now, but I do believe if you talk to her, it opens up kind of like a second mission.
Just so you know, when you
that
do,
you can pursue.
I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right? See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Yeah, so I mean, you kind of only see her when you fly around, but she's a cool character. I mean, there's dialogue and stuff like that where
I think it's disgusting how public opinion
getting to know her.
on David so quickly, like it's his fault.
So I think I have to do a little bit more stuff before I get to the actual open streets. I gotta talk to this ass.
Well, well.
He's always
if
giving
it
me a
isn't
hard
Attila the
time.
Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so
Scuzzy.
fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Oh, Pritchard. It's always such a joy to talk to you. Alright, so, moving on.
What do you think they talk about? David and you, Darrow? See, hell if I know.
I also have, just speaking of the Wii U, I have like Mass Effect 3 and Assassin's Creed 3 and some other games on the Wii U, so I'm not sure if people are liking the idea of me showing the gamepad kind of in the corner while I'm playing, but I can definitely do that for some more videos.
You
if
might
that's
not have
what
put the
you
gun in
keep
Sanders'
feeling it.
hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there
Yeah,
to
let
take
him
care
go.
of things.
Well, I didn't know the dialogue tree to choose from, man. I'm sorry.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well,
well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
We'll just acknowledge it. Acknowledge it and move on. Okay, where do I gotta go now? A lot of gold in this game, if you didn't notice. Anything kind of that you can interact with is whole highlighted gold. Except for the toilet, it's not highlighted gold. But I can flush it. You know what? I said there was an apartment that he has in this game. I was wrong. I was the second one. He has a house, not a house. He has an apartment that you go to, and you can sleep and do all that. And there's like some Easter eggs in there and stuff like that. I think at this point though, I'm just supposed to leave. I think I can. I really hope I don't die. Let me see. Okay, I didn't die. Alright, so this is going to be finally getting into the hub world. An hour and a half in. Took a little while, but there's like that opening intro area, prologue kind of, so to speak, and then there's that first like mission, which is kind of tutorial a little bit. And then from here on, like, is where the game really like opens up.
Mrs. Reed?
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such dramatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find...
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
I guess I do have an apartment. She said apartment lobby, so I forgot. I don't even remember what that looks like or anything or where that's at. But so yeah, that's a side mission. So you can see now on the heads-up display here, I've got 2 main objectives and then 2 side missions. I'm gonna pretty much call it right here. I mean, I'm gonna walk around the city a little bit, but as you can see, this is where the game opens up. You can kind of tackle these missions kind of in any order that you want. The quests are here. You can see on the gamepad, and you can enable them, disable them. You can see what's finished. You can kind of check out the map and see if I can zoom it out. That's as far out as I can zoom. But there's like shops, stuff you can go into. Some of these are kind of like, they load areas. Like some of these are like little side mission areas you can go into. And then after Chicago, you kind of go to, I can't remember where it's at, someplace in China. And then you go back to Chicago, like you kind of bounce around at that point between the 2 cities. And I think you can also choose like if you want to go to one versus the other. But yeah, the game has a really cool look to it. See the trams cruising by. The Seraph building where I work. This lady's going through some trash. There's fake advertisements everywhere. Very nice bike. Futuristic cars. It's got the whole cyberpunk vibe to it. This is like a shop you can go to. Like kind of like a black market guy. These limb clinics. This isn't the limb clinic, but that's where you can go. It's kind of like, oh, it's right here. I'll go check it out. But this is where you can go in and you can kind of buy upgrades and stuff like that. There's also like police throughout. Like I was saying, they might get mad at you for having your gun out. I don't really remember. I know some people, like the guy in the shop, if I were to go talk with my gun out, he'd be pissed that I'm talking to him with the gun to his face.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be under opposing shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
Can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
So she's basically just telling me I can buy, I don't have enough for 2 of them, but you can also come in here and buy, like, health. That's health, basically. And you can sell stuff, too.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
So now I have more points. So this is where I would go back to my screen here. I mean, since I'm going to turn it off, I'm just trying to think of what I could show off. I like using, or getting rather, the power to look through walls. It's pretty useful. And then I think it shows. I don't remember how to turn it on. Oh, D-pad. Okay. There you can see right here. Like, I'm seeing those people through the walls. They're kind of in the offices back behind the door. But when you're sneaking around or just in areas with enemies,
against the law. I know that, officer.
it's pretty useful, definitely, for sure. Well, I can kind of just walk down the street, see if there's anything worth pointing out, but yeah, like I was saying, I'd recommend the game. It's definitely fun and it's pretty cheap, so I think it's got good replay value to it. Solid story. Shooting and everything feels fine.
Are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance in the side of the building.
Don't remember which mission he's talking about here. Investigate. Body. Oh wait, which one is that? M5. So it'll tell you there, like, side mission 1, side mission 2. It's basically what that's meaning, but and there's kind of like zones. Like, this is like a rundown alleyway. And I don't remember if this is where I'm supposed to go. It's a little tricky, kind of going through this alleyway, I remember. You can play basketball. You can make this shot and I think get an achievement, but I'm not gonna probably do it. Oh. Come back, come back, come back. He does it pretty strong. Where'd it go? Where'd the ball go? Anyway, I'm sure I wasn't gonna make it anyway. Oh, come here, basketball. Alright, we'll give it one more try. Or I'll... Oh, too short. Anyway. Let's look at the map. think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I did, but I think I can still get there. So let's see. So let's get these out of the way. Oh, so see, I don't have a high enough jump, and I'm not going to have enough strength to move that trash can. Which means that I kind of did go out of my way, but let's see, we're just going to go over here. Don't mind these two guys. Probably up to no good.
I never let T-Boss people give me with no cards.
I might have also mentioned this already, but good music too. Like, this game has a good soundtrack. It's very kind of subtle for certain songs, but it definitely fits the game. And just outside of the game, like, I put on the soundtrack a couple of times, and it just has this very chill, just vibe to it. Pretty solid. The second one too, I think, has some cool music. The gameplay of the second one definitely feels better, and there's more guns and cooler powers. And also, it's kind of cool because the second one doesn't do the thing where, like, you know, you lose all your powers. Like, the game starts and you have a good amount of your stuff. Like, the game just assumes, you know, why would your character lose it? So it's kind of cool. Like, you have some of the base stuff that you would get in this game, but then it adds like a whole bunch of new stuff that you could unlock.
Hello? Yeah, hang on just a sec.
So we're gonna talk to this guy, then I'm gonna call it a video.
Haas, surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, I guess you're better at looking out for yourself than I am.
I don't have time for your self-pity. I need to get into the morgue.
That's it? Ah, forget it. I don't know what's going on with that body down there, but my orders come from the brass. No one gets in. First thing you say to me after almost 2 years is you want something?
Should I have given you an order? You've always been very good at following those.
God damn. Where do you get off being so self-righteous? You think I like this? Look at me. From SWAT team commander to a crummy desk sergeant in the 2-bit precinct. I don't need this from you. I get enough of it at home. So either come up with something better than your usual attitude, or you can just forget it, because you came to me.
Okay, look, you're angry, and you've got a right to be. I'm putting you in a bad position, but I have to get inside that morgue. I won't let it get back to you.
I'm always in a bad position. I don't believe this. I just got my life back together and you show up. When's it gonna end? You know the moment I open that door, it's all over, right? I'll be lucky if all that happens is I get fired. Is it really that important?
Kind of is, buddy. He's not gonna fall for that.
And you're right, it's not my risk to take. So I'm not gonna force you to do anything, and I won't hold it against you. And what happened 2 years ago, I know it's killing you. We should talk about it sometime.
I don't think I can. It all comes back to the kid, doesn't it? We were given a direct order, Jensen. So I took the shot. I followed orders. He was augmented, an unknown factor. He was too much of a risk.
Hey, take it easy. Nobody is judging you. It's not why I'm here. Just give me what I want, and I'll be on my way. We won't have to yell at each other anymore.
So that's it. You're gonna retreat. Just dodge the issue. Do you know who's really to blame for all this? You are. You left me hanging. The kill order was yours, your responsibility. Instead, you dumped it all on me. And you knew I wasn't strong enough to refuse. It's all on you.
Ooh.
Wayne, it was a bad situation. You didn't do anything wrong.
I know that, damn it. That's what I've been saying. It was yours. But you'll never ever own up to that. You're too thick-headed. Stop wasting my time. Get out of my life.
So I failed that. Like I could have talked him into opening it, but I didn't.
How badly do you want that?
I don't know if I've ever done that right.
If you're considering multiple homicides to get it, I suggest you back off and look for a less conspicuous way in. From outside the building.
Restricted area beyond this point, sir.
So like he's saying right there, like I could kind of get around to it from the outside. There's also like newspapers and stuff you can pick up in this game. It's okay. I guess it wants me to look at it on the gamepad. So you can see here, it's just it's all out of focus. Sorry. Anyway, as the game goes, it's kind of cool because these articles will change and update. So it's telling you right here, biohazard bomb triggered at the plant. But then as the game goes, like these headlines and stuff will change. So it's cool that it's sensitive to, you know, where you're at in the story. And there's also like audio logs and different things like that that you can pick up as well. But yeah, I think that's a good look at the game. Definitely still fun. Would recommend it. Maybe not this Wii U version. I mean, I do like all the touchscreen stuff, which is pretty cool. But it's like I had to pay like $40 to collect this like right now, complete. So, I mean, if you're just not trying to spend that amount of money, I would definitely say to get it on Steam, PC. You could probably download it, Xbox, PlayStation for like around $5. I think they even give it out for free sometimes for like. Well, you would have missed it, but it's really cheap. Definitely, I would definitely pick it up if it's cheap. So, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back to do more streams every day of the week. I've been streaming something every day of the week. It's just that Mondays and Thursdays are the only 8 o'clock like guaranteed start times. The rest of the week, I just kind of wing it and play whenever. But if you don't catch me during those other days, then come back on Thursday. I always do a retro game on Thursday and something more modern on Mondays. So today was Deus Ex on Wii U. Coming up for this retro Thursday, I don't really figure out the game until like usually that day. But I'm thinking probably like Pokemon Snap, maybe like play through the whole game because the new one is coming out. Or I might have a guest on and we might do something two-player, like Gauntlet Legends on 64, or Siphon Filter 2-player on PS2 or something like that. Not really too sure, but just stay tuned for that. Other than that, though, I do appreciate you guys watching. I hope you had a good time, and have a good night.
Listen, I can't promise anything. Not right now.
All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just blown through the roof. Thanks to the